Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Venitia and this is the timeless reading for the day. So today is something a little bit different. Usually I don't show you how I prepare my desk. Not that it is such a mystery, you know, I'm just lighting up some candles in order to make it cozy, but I felt that some of you needed a little place to rest. So make yourself comfortable. You know, this is a little bit of a time out when you just take care of yourself. This candle is ginger cookie. It smells good. And please remember that this is a timeless reading. It might not resonate 100%. Okay, take what resonates and leave out the rest. So I'm just preparing my little candles, and as I was saying, I was feeling that some of you were a little bit stressed out, needed a timeout. So we are going to see that with several decks of mine, and we are going to take the time to see what you need to hear, what spirits want you to know, okay, for your highest good. And yes, please take your time. Okay, I'm going to take this deck and I'm going to give it a little bit of a shuffle, and we are going to see, okay, what the topic of the day is. So there, ready. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to give it a good shuffle and we are going to see what spirits wants you to know today and who this reading is for. Okay, we've got the obstacle card. So the card is a little bit flimsy, okay, but it kind of folded. So it's like you were, and there was another card that jumped out. Okay, so solitude. So it's like you folded a situation here and you have to go through something alone. Okay, and at the back we've got transformation. So it's not, and we've got law, so maybe some court legal matters here. So it's not like you had very much of a choice. There was a dead end in some kind of situation. You have to go through it alone. And yes, maybe you need a time out because this is taking quite a toll on your mind. This could be a difficult situation to go through. Something just kind of stopped and you don't have very much of a choice. You have to go through it. You have to change direction. There is a transformation going on. Maybe it's all for good, you know. Sometimes the universe closes a door in order to open another one. So I'm going to see with my tarot, okay, this should reflect, okay, what we have been talking until now. So I'm going to give it a good shuffle. So take these two cards first because they jumped out. So we've got the Tower and we've got the Magician. So it's like a situation has been falling on you brick by brick. The tower just fell on your head brick by brick and you have to start at one. You have to start all over again. Could be in job, and this also include financial matters here. Something has been striking you and yes, you have to start at one. So let's see. It's like you have to go on a brand new path somehow and you don't know exactly where. Just like the Fool, you see, new beginning, a new path. You don't know exactly where you're going, but you know you have to go. So I don't think there is a turning back here. It's like a situation possibly at work has been closing for some reason. We are going to see details, and yes, I'm going to cut the deck. So this is like the title of the reading. We've got Temperance, so this is healing, rejuvenation, a time out, taking time to heal. And the other card is the Tower again. So yes, this is a situation that is very difficult, okay? So you probably need a little bit of rest here. Maybe there is a change in work, a change in situation, a change in matter of finances, of course, as a consequence. And you know you need to go forward, but there is also the need for you to maybe have a little bit of time to recuperate and know exactly how you're going to proceed next, what are going to be your next steps. So let's unfold this. First card is where you're at now, and we have the Hanged Man. So yes, you're kind of stuck. You could feel a little bit mad about this and quite tired and exhausted because you didn't deserve that. So you feel a blockage. and there is only so much you can do. So you feel maybe at the end of your rope there is an obstacle, and you feel like, okay, now I have to change because there is no other option. But first thing first, with temperance, there is a time out and you need to recuperate. Okay, I was talking about coziness. I was taking the time for you. I said you need some coziness, you need to heal, you need to recuperate. Things are going to change, don't worry. We've got the wheel of fortune, so there is a time out for you to get back your energy, because this has been taking quite a toll on your mind, possibly on your health. Okay, so there could be some underlying issues here, and you need to listen to that. You're gonna get back on your feet, but just take some time. And we've got the Hierophant, so this is a protection in itself. Could be someone helping you, so this is the lesson of the universe. It could be the sign that yes, you are protected, even though you could feel a bit at loss here. And this is also the learning card, so you are learning with faith also, that you are quite strong. You're going to recuperate, and maybe you are going to learn something very important here in order to change the course of your destiny. So we've got Judgment with the Hangman. So this is like a message that you have to hear. Okay, it's loud and clear, and you just cannot escape it. With Temperance, we've got the Sun. So your energy needs to, rejuvenate here. Okay, and with the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Devil and we've got the Empress. So something in your mind is changing. So you could be quite mad because someone has been playing you, okay? Someone was unfair, played tricks on you. There was some manipulation going on. It was unfair. But the wheel of karma has turned. So right now you could feel like you have been had by someone, but you are going to unfold a brand new situation with the Magician and the Emperor. You're going to get back on your feet, and not only that, but you are going to start a new enterprise, a new job. There is a new venue for you. It could be, because you are going now on your own, you could be opening your company, you could learn a new job. But first of all, you've got to, listen to what the universe is saying here with the Hangman and Temperance. Please do listen to yourself. You are quite tired. The time will come when you will learn something very invaluable here. You will discover your potential, and you are going to work at something new here. Maybe you could be entrepreneur, and you are no longer going to be working for a company as an employee, for example. So there is quite a change, and you need to take the time here to address the situation. So this is the winning card. So it's not like you are lazy, okay? You got potential. You got potential to make it, okay? And this is the hard work that you are putting in. And it's always been that way. You are a hard worker. We've got thunder. So thunder has been striking here and kind of destroyed a situation that you thought was safe. You just put your all into the workplace, and it was not rewarded, okay? The reward went probably to someone else. So let's see. So with the Tower, this has been striking very hard. So we've got the Seal. So this is a protection, but with thunder next to it. You thought you were protected, but there was some kind of a plot twist. And someone has been playing you, and when you thought you were safe, you see, we've got mistake. It was a mistake to think you were safe, because there was something going on. So possibly something working, or someone working behind the scene, okay? But there is a change now in your path. It was not like you deserved it. This is very important for you to know, okay? But there is a change in your path that was like kind of written in the universe, but this has been taking quite a toll on your energy card. So you are feeling this. It's like you are being struck by lightning. So of course you need to recuperate here. That's the first thing, but you are going to get back up on your feet and more energized than ever. But first of all, you have to listen to that. and you are going to possibly change something. You could be more conscious of your potential. You're going to discover stuff about yourself, how to use your energy. And we've got a man here, so some jumping cards. Let me see. So there was someone behind. Okay, we've got the key. So this is the sign that somehow there is a key, there is a solution for you. Okay, so we've got the man. So this could be the person behind the scene. We've got the door, like that person has been pushing you through the door. We've got the opponent. So yes, definitely some dark forces at play here. Someone who had a plan, and not a good one, but there it is. Okay, that was a mistake to trust that person. This has been hitting you like thunder. So be extra careful. This person is powerful. On the other hand, you've got wisdom and you've got prayer. So on one hand, you are very protected here. And it's like the universe is making sure that there is, some kind of backfire to that person, and you are not losing your faith here. You could be quite exhausted, okay? But that is absolutely normal. You're not a machine. You're a human being. And there is a lesson here. You're going to get out of that isolation. You've got the key to get out of that cage. But that person made sure that you were in trouble in the workplace, and finally you were like in a corner and you had no other choice but, maybe they terminate your contract. And we've got traffic and water. So now you're navigating. You don't know exactly where. You just know you have to go forward. This is a sign of movement. This is a sign that you've got to get going. There is no turning back. And you don't know exactly what is the roadmap yet. Okay, it's like navigating in the ocean. We've got the discovery card. You're discovering bit by bit. You are discovering who that person really was. You are discovering with the grace card that this person wanted you to fall from grace. But you are also discovering something very powerful inside of you, and you are like that phoenix that rises from the ashes. You're going to learn something new, and you've got something very invaluable that's going to serve a higher purpose here. And you are getting stronger day by day, and your faith is carrying you through here. So you might not know exactly where you're going now or what you are going to do, what is the plan. But the thing is, I think you are living, all in all, a very bad situation, with a bad person, dark energies. And now you're discovering that you are so much better, and that your potential is going to be used in a much better way, for a higher purpose in another place. So you are definitely moving on here. So we've got the fight, the two swords here. So there could be some legal stuff, about the contract. Maybe that person is not giving you the money that you were owed. There is that wickedness card, so that person has been bad mouthing you. This is like a tongue in fire lashing out at you. That person is very energized because we've got the passion card. So yes, you could be passionate about the job, but that person has also a passion for wickedness, as I say. That person likes trouble, likes to say bad things about people in order to corner them. So maybe this is why you are tired too, because you are tired of fighting for the truth. You are tired to have your name and reputation slandered, in some way. Okay, let's see those jumping cards. Well, yes, you see you've got reputation and the honors card, the reputation. So yes, this person has been trying despotism, fatality, to slander your name, to destroy your reputation probably. Okay. And we've got departure and the wind blowing, like the wind blowing your house down. That person has been bad mouthing you. So I think that karma is going to hit back, but this is definitely in the workplace with that card, the enterprise card. So that person is going to get what he or she deserve. Now, what is most important now is that you remember that whatever this person is doing, you've got the potential and you are going to learn something new. You've got faith, you are walking in faith, and those dark energies can only go so far. Probably you have to leave that place. It was like written in your destiny because there is something much better for you. It's like you were not on the right path somehow, even though you might not be aware of it. But maybe the universe is pushing you to learn something new in order to be in another job where you're going to get your reward, where your input is going to be recognized, where your energy is going towards abundance and victory, and you're gonna have your laurels. Because I think that where you were not recognized for your input. That person has been trying to cage you. This is prisoner of fear. In shame, in guilt, in fear. That person was like in a cage, not knowing how to get out because you were cornered by that person, by everything he or she said about you. This was mind-blowing, caught you maybe by surprise. And now you have to concentrate all that energy in patience and planification, because things are going to get moving. So you are leaving that cage and you are going to a place where there is a lot more harmony. You see, there is, you're going to be seen for your value here. People are going to recognize your value. You're going to be loved. You are going to be in a much more loving environment. So all in all, even though now the taste is bitter, okay, and it's not easy to go through that, you're going to be in a much better place. So where there is harmony, see new beginnings. So don't fear new beginnings. You're not going to stay like in that cage, trapped, okay? You're going to free yourself from that and say, you know what, you were bad energy, you were toxic people, now I just pack up and leave and bye and see you never again, because new beginnings are there for me and the world is going to open for me. You are going to go out there in a new enterprise, in a new job, in a new venue. You're gonna, something is rising inside of your consciousness and you realize that you've got a potential that needs to be tapped into. So we've got souvenir of love. It's like, okay, I let it go. I release it to the universe. And you also have light and triumph, the victory. So you're leaving that place behind and there is no turning back. There were good times maybe where you were living and working, but you are leaving that behind because it no longer serves your purpose. Now you've got light, you've got victory, you're planning, because there are certain things that you still have to learn. In order to go inside of that new job, and you also need to recuperate a little bit. But you see, there is so much light in those two cards. You're going to leave all the darkness and all the bitterness and all the slandering and the rumors and the gossip. You are so much better than that, okay? So you're going to leave that behind. This is the learning card, but also the fulfillment card, the wish coming through. So think about what you could learn, and it's going to come through. And patience again. There is a little seed in the hand of that person, and this is going to grow, and a tree doesn't grow overnight. So take your time here and listen to your body. The victory is there. You've got a path full of light. You're going to get back your energy. There is a wish fulfillment, but you are not going back to that place, okay? So it's not like you have lost the battle, but sometimes you have to recognize that the universe is closing a door because there is something else much better for you. So the universe has closed that door through that wicked person, okay? That person was a bad-mouthing individual, okay? He or she is going to get back his karma. Now you have to concentrate on, and we are going to turn that card and see, this is your goal. Well, abundance, okay? That reign of recognition and possibly money, abundance, financial security, and there is full of light again in that card. So what is the lesson? So this is a deck divided in 4 different parts. So we're going to see what is the lesson in all of that in just one card, okay? And then we are going to pick the third one. And the lesson is gratitude. So yeah, this is like a gift. And okay, granted, the wrapping paper is not pretty, okay, but it is a gift, and you're going to be so grateful because in some month, in some weeks, maybe in a year, time doesn't really matter here, but in someday you will be so grateful that you went through that, because the path is going to be so full of light, so full of abundance, that you are going to be grateful that the universe has put such a bad person on your path, because it made you realize your potential. You see, the potential for evolution. This is what you have to concentrate on now. There is transformation, there is evolution. You are not going to be stuck where you were. There is a new beginning, and you are going to get there, okay? So possibly a little bit of time out right now, because you need to realize that yes, you can do it, and first you need to gather all that energy for planification, but you're going to get there. There is a beautiful path. And finally, we have the truth. So there is something very truthful, faithful inside of you. There is a truth that needs to be spoken. If that person has been slandering your name, spreading rumors and stuff like that, the truth is gonna come out, and you are going to go out of that cage of fear, and you are going to fly towards your abundance. This is what you have to know. This person has been like a switch in your life, and in order to close the door and open another. Otherwise, maybe you would have stayed there, and maybe that was not the best place for you. So we've got the illusion card. That person is a person playing with illusion, playing with lies. We've got game. You were like a little pawn in their chess game. That person likes to play with people. We've got quitting, okay? That person made you in such a place that there is no need to remain in that fight. You have to accept here the transformation, the evolution, says the last card. There is an eagle. Just take that flight. Go for that, okay? And at the back of the deck, let me see. But we've got those 4 cards. I mean, this is very self-explanatory. And at the back of the deck, we've got transformation again. Okay, we had that before. So yes, you're going through a very deep transformation here, and it's all for the best, even though it takes a lot of your energy. So take some time here to pamper yourself. But this is exactly, your path, and you will realize in some time from now that this was all for the best, okay? And you're going to make it. So thank you for listening. I'm a very small channel, so any comment, share, subscribe, like is very valuable to me. So thank you for listening anyway. I hope it resonates. You are going to get your abundance, and I wish you all the best. And take also good care of yourself, because your energy has been taking quite a toll in all that experience, and it is absolutely normal. You are a human being, okay? Thank you for listening, and bye for now. See you tomorrow.